Rising, and Venus. This is your November general reading. All right. All the information that you need is in the description box below. November general read, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's jump right into it. The overall theme, probably for everyone, but right away, you're the first reading I've done for the month. So it is all about shedding, getting rid of the old, making new, making way for the new, shedding people, shedding things, partnerships, relationships, jobs, revamping. I'm hearing restylizing. I'm hearing stylo. Isn't that like a pen? Ooh, so a lot of you may have hit like a super creative mark. May want to jot some things down, write some things down. Some of you are having new contracts presented to you. I'm hearing formula. I'm actually seeing someone in a lab. There is a lot of opportunity being presented, a lot of doors being open, but this comes after you start to shed away. So there will be what feels like a lot of things surface, and I'm tugging at my shirt, like I'm wanting to pull my clothes off, like I'm just wanting to like just get rid of everything old. I feel like I'm really, like I see what I want, I'm going after what I want. There are some things that I feel are a little bit undecided. I don't feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's sort of like this, it feels as if I've tried long enough. So in the area, like in an area or in several areas or whatever, it's like I've done this, I've tried this, it didn't work, it's not working, and now I'm going to do away with it and make room for the things that do work or people that do work or whatever. So it could even be if this is a relationship, it's like I've tried with that person, I've done with that person chance after chance, and now I'm ready to get rid of that and make room for the one or the ones that respect me or want me, or you know, however that may be coming across, as the Two of Swords in the reverse position flies out, right? Because I feel like we're no longer being stagnant. I feel like we're taking off this blindfold, and I feel like it's time to see things that we haven't seen all year, or more than likely over the past 10 years. As I said, there's a lot surfacing. This has been coming up since last month, and I do feel like there's still some things that you're having trouble letting go of, still some things that are not quite decided. And maybe it's that you don't, maybe it almost feels like someone is realizing, maybe I don't have to let go of everything. Just because it's surfacing from the past doesn't mean let it go. Wow, that's not, yeah, okay. Also, I'm rearranging, I'm tightening my bracelet, and I'm kind of fiddling with my stones and things over here. It's like I said, it's just like rearranging, reevaluating, maybe even bringing new things to the equation, or rearranging some things so that new things fit. There again, it's not all about just getting rid of the old so that we can make room for the new, but maybe even rearranging some things, okay? Maybe, and I'm hearing prioritize, okay? But I am seeing a space that is much more comfortable than it has been, and I feel like it's kind of like slowly getting there. Some of you are in a very, very uncomfortable space, but it's because you need to leap. It is because you need to leap, and you need to understand who you are and what you are and your value and your worth, and have the confidence to leap and understand that your desires are important. I'm seeing, and it really taking the time to invest in what you truly desire, to invest in your creative spaces and your creative projects, and invest in yourself even. I'm also seeing a lot of like take charge. It's like take charge. So it's not even just about like, if you've been in a space for a while that is really creative, but you've not been sure what to do with it. It's kind of like jump, like you need to jump with the Four of Wands, because this is your divine path. This is what makes you tick. I'm hearing specifically, this is what makes you tick. The things that you've been contemplating, the things that are coming up, whatever it may be. Now, in one of the readings last month, it was very important that I continue to reiterate that it was not so much about the people that were coming up, but about the situation and the way that made you feel in particular. And I'm getting something a lot like that here. Some of you may, excuse me, some of you may be seeing your divine path for the first time ever. It's like, it's almost like, I don't know my purpose. Like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? What am I doing with my life? I'm hearing that for a number of you. What am I doing with my life? Some of you, I feel like you don't even want to see, or you haven't wanted to see. Okay, yeah, so the universe isn't going to let you look away this time, they're saying. The universe is not going to let you look away this time. There's a reason, I'm talking to someone, there's a reason it continues to pop up. It's every time you get in your car and turn on the radio, every time you pass a billboard, every time someone knocks at the door, every time the phone rings, it's like a specific unknown, like you don't know, it's not a number, doesn't say unknown, but it's like a specific number, a sequence of numbers or whatever. It's more than just regular synchronicities. They're saying it's like, specific. Every time you go to the dollar store, I don't really know why that would be so specific. Yeah, but the King of Coins in the reverse position, okay? I feel like it's not that you don't want to see. It's almost like you're a little bit scared to go full force or invest in this space or invest in yourself, right? Or go after what you want, or think that it's worth it, or that it's important, or that it's going to make it, or that it's truly going to fulfill you. Or I'm even hearing specifically that it's going to work this time. Like it didn't work any of the other times. Why would it work this time? I don't know, but I'm feeling very insecure, very unstable, and I don't really know why. This feels like someone who needs to be very planned out. Like, I need a plan for a plan for a plan for a plan. And if that falls through, I need another plan. I need another plan. I need a plan A through Z for plan A through Z. And I feel like that's why it may be hard for you to leap, okay? Also, some of you have, they're showing me like some of you have been clinging or holding on to a feeling or a person in particular for so long that you don't, I don't know that you don't know how to let go. It's just, it's really like habit. It's just habit, what it feels like. What do I have if I don't have that? For some of you, this is relationships, ooh, marriages, the Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, the thing, okay, here's what I'm seeing for a lot of you. The thing that you're most insecure about or most like worried about letting go, you think you're playing it safe, but that thing that you keep having to talk yourself into, not letting go, or holding on to, or giving it one more chance, or giving it one more try, is the very thing that needs to go. It's the very thing that once you let go of or implement this new system or this new way, or walk through this new door, and I'm seeing a box, like walking through a box. So some of you may have really been in a box, like keeping yourself in a box, or really keeping yourself stagnant by your own limitations. But once you do that, I'm seeing your entire world changes. But yeah, for some of you, there's been relationships and things that you've been holding on to, a job that you've had for 20 years, a relationship that you've had for 20 years. It's like, I've been working on this for so long. What would I do? Or even I'm hearing, what would I look like giving up now? Well, you would look like someone who's trying to grow. I mean, you would look like someone who's going forward. I don't even understand that question. Okay, with the Nine of Wands, as I said, this is much about, for some of you, having failed so many times, or having been hurt so many times, or having trusted the wrong person so many times, or whatever it is. I'm feeling like you're very scarred, you're very wounded, and this is part of the reason that you don't have the faith or the confidence, even, because I am getting quite a bit of insecurity to get up and go forward. It's like, not again, not fucking again. Well, no, it's not again. It's not again. And if you just had the courage to leap, if you just had the courage to take what you truly desire, to take what you truly want, to put it into action. I am seeing it very, like, they're saying, like, stop. Like, the brainstorming process is over. And as I say that, the rain comes pouring down. Like, it's time. King of Wands in the reverse position, right? I'm telling you, it's time to take action. It's not, you've got to get up. You've got to move. I don't even know if I want to say this because I feel like it's going to offend so many people. So for a lot of you, many of you, some of you, I don't know, I'm talking to someone. You're really letting, I don't want to say it. You're letting the planetary placements or whatever, you're letting people tell you, don't do this because of this planet, or don't do that because of that planet, or whatever. And this is not to say that the planets don't have a major effect on you, because they do. Obviously they have a major effect on your life and your quote-unquote destiny, your emotions and cycles and path and things like that. I'm not discrediting that. I'm not saying that. It's whatever you believe. But they're really, really, like, adamant about me saying this. And I don't want to say it because I know it's really going to offend a lot of people. But you're putting way too much stock in the planets. You are allowing, it's almost like by doing this, you're allowing something else to control you, or saying that your life is already mapped out for you, like as if you have no control. So not even taking responsibility for the way your life goes from here, or the way it's been. It's like, well, this is just what was going to happen no matter what. This is the way I have to go. Like, I can't do that until whatever, you know, I'm specifically saying like next March. I don't know what happens next March. I can't do that until next March because such and such planet is in such and such or whatever. And I'm seeing it's like, I don't understand why you believe that. I don't know who that's for, but it's like you're putting way too much stock in to where a planet is as to what you're going to do today or not do today or ever in life. King of Cups. You know, it's interesting because I have one deck and this image sticks with me. It's like the King of Cups. He's got this telescope and he's looking up at the stars. And even though that's not what's on this card, that's what I just saw when this card flipped over, as I was given the whole spiel about how you're just way too concerned with mapping out your life around where the planets fall versus doing what you truly, truly feel is right for you at the time. And it's interesting because, like, if you go to, like, somebody who does Western astrology versus somebody who does Vedic astrology, you will get two totally different maps. And not to say that one is better than the other or whatever, it's whatever you resonate with, right? But I will say at some point, like, you know, these things, they are just a guide. And ultimately, you need to go with your deepest emotion, right? You need to go with what is in your cup alone, and no planet and no star at the end of the day is going to be able to hand you that, right? You're going to have to strengthen that spiritual compass, right? You're going to have to use your own discernment. You're going to have to make your decisions. Well, I mean, obviously you don't have to, but you should. You should want to. And then again, who am I to tell you what you should and shouldn't do, right? The Emperor, I'm telling you, taking control of your life, Scorpio. In the month of November and on into maybe even March. I'm not sure why March specifically is coming up, but this is definitely about taking control of your life, of your emotions, all right? Getting in order what you want to do and really, really taking that full force action, and really it's like, I'm all in. That doesn't mean like don't protect yourself, you know, don't empty your savings. I mean, unless it's something, I can't say that either. Never mind. I was going to say don't empty your savings like into something that you really believe in and leave yourself broke. So if it fails, but I can't say that because I've done it and I've failed and I've also been successful. So I can't really say that, but you know, play it as smart as you can, but playing it smart won't always get you where you need to be. Because I'm feeling a lot of procrastination. I'm feeling, like I said, a plan A through Z for a plan A through Z. And I'm seeing, like, they're saying, like, it's time to, like, the brainstorming part is over. And I think something like this for Aries came up a couple months ago, where it's like, like the practice run is over, like the test run is over, like it's time to implement the real thing. It's time to go after, you know, what you want. Like they're saying the prototype is done, whatever that means. The Four of Coins in the reverse position, right? It's about letting go of control. Like you're not doing anything by holding on so tight to whatever this is. People, places, things, jobs, ideas. If you hold on to the idea forever and you never put it in practice, what the fuck good is the idea? Seven of Cups in the reverse position. This is the reality. It's time to take those dreams and those goals and bring them down to the 3D. It's not for nothing, right? This is a conversation I was just having the other day. You know, I have a lot of gifts and a lot of talents and a lot of things that I do that a lot of you watching this don't know about, probably will never know about unless you reach out to me on that level. But I don't sometimes charge for any of it. I don't charge nearly enough for a lot of it. And it's like people that do far less than me are living way better than me because they know their value, they know their worth, and they charge it and they don't settle for anything less. Whereas me, it's like if I am to be in, let's say, poverty or a lifestyle less than what I want to be, it is my own fault because I have enough gifts and talents to build like literally a one-person empire. But if I choose not to charge for that or not charge accordingly for that, what good is it? And it's kind of this energy with us, Scorpio, you Scorpio, is if you keep that idea in your head, if you know you're supposed to move and you don't move, or you know you have a great invention and you don't, because I'm hearing specifically like the prototype. I'm also hearing patent, and you don't use it or you don't get it out there, you don't, whatever this is, right? If you know you're supposed to do something, you've been brainstorming on it, you've been working on it, you got the idea, but you never get it out of your head into the 3D, what good is it? If you have a talent, if you have a skill, and you never use it, what's the point? Two of Wands in the reverse position. Ooh, 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 ooh. Really just, I think it's having trouble moving. It's not even deciding which way to go. For some of you, it may be. For some of you, it may be deciding which way to take a current business or a current, I'm hearing strategy. And I just keep hearing just leap. Look at that Ten of Coins. As I say, just leap, the Ten of Coins pops up. I'm seeing rocket ships. I'm seeing things being launched. All right. And then as I talk about, you know, the gifts, like, you know, not receiving the money or the worth, or not getting it out to the 3D or whatever, you get the Six of Coins in the reverse position with the Three of Wands in the reverse position. If you do not make it real, if you don't put it into the 3D, if you don't charge for it, if you don't implement it, if you don't, what good is it? It will always be at a distance if you don't put it in the 3D. It will, you know, it'll always be far away. You'll always be waiting for it. If you don't make a plan or an action to receive it. There's a lot of like plan and action, symbolism and words and phrases that are like keep popping up. I'm telling you, it's time. With the Four of Wands, this is it. This is your divine path. It's like stop, wait. As I say, stop waiting. The Chariot in the reverse position on the bottom of the deck, right? With the Page of Pentacles. The brainstorming part of the, I'm hearing mission is over. The brainstorming part of the mission is over. Now it's time to move forward. It's time to implement it. It's time to put it into action. So that is what I have for you, Scorpio. I love you so much, and I will see you next time.